the Immigration Department starts testing new ways to return refugees.
Welcome to the Glasshouse. Tonight from the 2006 Melbourne International Comedy Festival, we asked the question, with the Queen about to turn 80 and showing no signs of slowing down, is she the Keith Richards of royalty? You know, because they look so similar. More news than the resurrection of our favourite rabbit this week, the Australian Wheat Board inquiry. The story that has everyone on the edge of their combine harvester. Despite two of his most senior ministers admitting they could not remember, couldn't say, and apparently couldn't read, our beloved PM said it was the AWB that had betrayed its great reputation. Yeah, the same way the Bali Nine betrayed the great reputation of drug smugglers by getting caught. The inquiry hit a bit of a bump when Alexander Downer was asked to state his name for the record. Unfortunately, he hadn't read his name tag. And even though he probably was present at his naming, he couldn't recall the specifics of that conversation. These guys have got such lousy memories, they've got to be smoking dope. Weed? Oh yeah, I could go some weed. Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin have named their new son Moses. And you really don't want to see what this Moses parted to reach the promised land. Apparently they chose the name because during the delivery, Gwyneth suffered from burning bush. And according to BRW, the Wiggles were Australia's richest entertainers last year, earning $50 million. Yeah, you'd think they could afford a car each. The good thing about the Wiggles is, when they're as old as the Rolling Stones, their fans will only be in their mid-20s. And then they can sleep with them. Congrats!
News from the world of boffins, Wilbert Einstein. Psychologists from Frankfurt University have discovered that people who smile a lot and say, "Have a nice day," are headed to an early grave. The Germans found jobs which force workers to be jolly are much more likely to kill them. This is why you never see old people serving at McDonald's. You're most at risk of damaging your health if your job requires you to be in constant contact with the public, like sales personnel, waiters and call centre operators. You know, all the punchable occupations. Fake friendliness leads to stress, depression and a weaker immune system, which can trigger more serious ailments. And if you can get that sick when you fake a smile, imagine what happens when you fake an orgasm. I'm in for an early death. And hello to all my ex-boyfriends.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Hughes!
Hey.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, look, I'm happy. I love the Easter break. Didn't we love the Easter break? Yeah. Doesn't go for bloody long enough, though. I mean, it's on Sunday we find out Jesus is gone, and then we go straight back to work. We should have bloody looked for him. Do you know the story that he left on? He went on Sunday, looked in the tomb, and then he's gone, and then bloody for a day, I don't know what goes on. But then he comes back from heaven to earth, and then he buggers off again. I mean, it's a long way down. He could have hung around for a while. Seriously, he's here bloody about the same time the Queen was here for the Commonwealth Games. Seriously, though, and I love Jesus, but we'll wait every Easter, we wait for him to come back. He's never going to come back with these petrol prices the way they are. He'll be up there forever. If he did come back, though, he'd make some bloody money making fish. You know how expensive fish is at the moment? If you had the skill to bloody just bring it out of nowhere, you'd be a bloody millionaire. I got so desperate on Good Friday to get fish, I went down the Yarra and carved some off those bloody huge ones. You love the fish on the Yarra? Councils don't want them now because apparently they've all got decrepit. They spend 3 weeks on the Yarra River, of course they're bloody decrepit. There's a reason why fish float on that river, they're bloody dead. Seriously.
All right, let's get to it. Joining me, Corinne and Dave, to throw some stones in the Glasshouse tonight, returning in triumph to the festival with his new show, Akmal, at the Victoria Hotel, the man himself, Akmal Saleh. Finest, currently performing Grown Up right here at the Town Hall, David O'Doherty! All right, movers and shakers. First up, Melbourne City Council is drafting new laws on noisy spruikers outside shops, including tougher restrictions, maybe even outright bans. The council reckons spruiking is bringing down the neighbourhood, but surely it depends on where you are. I mean, it's pretty hard to bring down the neighbourhood in, say, Frankston. Come into me shop or I'll smash your face in. Mum? Imagine if you were sent to jail for spruiking. What are you in for? I was standing outside a shop with prices so low you would not Adam and Eve it. Akmal, you like to yell at people in the street. Are you a fan of the spruiker?
Yes, I am. I'm only doing this comedy thing till there's a vacancy in the spruiking industry. But we used to get them in Sydney all the time. Oh, it was the Cockney guys outside $2 shops. There was hundreds of them, and all day go, $2, $2, come on in, it's so cheap. Even the shoplifters are buying. And then they just suddenly disappeared. I think they probably went to jail, where most Cockney people deserve to be. No, I'm just checking to see if you're still listening to me.
They never have... You never see spruikers outside quality shops, do you?
That's right.
It's just, you know, if there's a spruiker out the front, then there's going to be nothing in that shop but shit.
Yeah, you
never walk past, and they never work, do they? You hear a spruiker and go, my God, you're right, I really do need a $6 gold lame toaster.
Yeah. Here I come. You ever see them like outside, we got Lamborghinis, we got Mercedes, come on in. It's all got it, nothing over $200,000.
You see, we have no equivalent to this in Ireland really at all, because we have shop windows, and that has done the job fine for centuries. And in fact, when I heard the term spruiking, I presumed it was one of those, you know, when you pull someone's underpants in school above like that, to be spruiked.
You know, we're forgetting about blind people, though. They need spruikers, don't they? I mean, yes.
Blind people need to see.
But I mean, obviously they do need to see, but if they can't, it's a way for them to be able to bloody, you know, I mean, it's, you know, not many signs have got braille, have they?
No, that's very true.
So, yeah, think about that next time you want to have a go at a spruiker.
Or a blind person.
Or never have a go at a blind people. Or no, do it, actually, and then run away. They won't find you. No, sorry, don't. No, move on. Yeah. David, you're from Ireland. Tell us about it.
Yeah. Tell about your blind people in Ireland. You get treated a lot better than here.
No, we killed them all a while ago.
So they don't have spruikers at all outside shops in Ireland, though?
No, there's nothing at all.
Everyone yelling on streets in Ireland is pissed, basically, yeah?
This is a myth. You see, this is one of those... I don't drink very much, and I'm from Ireland. And it's like a pirate going, "Arr, I love couscous." But no, do not drink, please.
What other myths are there about the Irish in our country? Is it just the drinking thing?
Well, the classic one was on the taxi I got from the airport to the place where I'm staying at the moment. The taxi man went, "Where are you from?" I said, "Ireland." He said, "Oh, not doing great in the Commonwealth Games." And I said, no, there's a reason for that. And we're not actually in the Commonwealth. I felt like explaining that, you know, there was a long, drawn-out debate as to whether we would enter this year's Commonwealth Games, lasting about 800 years. It got very heated, but in the end, the wealth just wasn't common enough.
What about Northern Ireland, though? Northern Ireland is in the Commonwealth Games, isn't it?
They are in the Commonwealth Games.
Are they part of Ireland? Do you count them, even though you're not meant to?
Well, it's all in Ireland, and it's all connected, but this could get very heated now, Dave. I'd like you to bring this perspective to the peace talks in Northern and go, wow, it's all connected. So, yeah, it is all connected. So they would regard themselves as Irish, but would maintain they're from Northern Ireland,
right,
which is just the top right-hand corner.
The Northern Islanders, the people from Northern Ireland were really bad at diving. They just get to the end of the board and do a bomb.
I can't believe that the Irish guy is getting the terrorist jokes nailed at him. Akmal, bring it in.
No. I'm Swedish. Since September 11, I've been Swedish.
Our next mover and shaker is UK company Mercer Human Resource Consulting. In its latest ranking of the world's best cities, Zurich is first, Geneva is second, Auckland is fifth, Sydney is ninth, and Melbourne is 17th. The survey question was, what's the best place to live if you're English? And it seems the answer is anywhere but England. Baghdad was rated the world city with the lowest quality of life and the lowest quantity of life too. In the US, drugs and urban decay mean Houston ranks lowest, not Texas, Whitney. David, you're a rambling man. What's your favourite city?
Careful here.
I know, I don't want to offend anyone here, particularly not the Norwegian guy. Well, like doing this job, doing stand-up, you get asked to some pretty strange places, to arts festivals. I did a bunch of shows in Reykjavik in Iceland last year, which is about the most grim and depressing place you can imagine, because it's sub-zero temperatures, it's raining, it's snowing, it's dark for 6 months of the year, there's earthquakes, there's polar bears that can kill you, and yet everyone is having the greatest time of their lives.
And to make things worse, they have to put up with Björk.
Well, you can see where she gets it.
Yeah.
But like, I've been to Switzerland. I mean, to say that Zurich and Geneva are the two greatest places on earth, both of them are like the town from Footloose. Fun is banned there.
Oh, he says, was fun banned from the town? That's why they weren't allowed to dance!
I love that you finally understood the complex plot of that movie.
You know, I was interested to see Melbourne had slipped to 17th, because aren't we supposed to be the most livable city in the world? Isn't that what we've been banging on about?
It's the most livable city in Melbourne.
You know what I think it is, though? It's because last year, our police chief came out and said that Melbourne is a terrorist target. Which I can't take seriously. Melbourne's a terrorist target. What the hell are they going to hit? Quick, lock up Ramsay Street.
Ireland didn't get involved in the whole war on terror thing because our tank is broken.
Ireland didn't get involved in the Second World War either, did it?
No.
You're as neutral as Switzerland.
We sat that one out as well.
Slept in.
Sorry, we forgot. We arrived in 1946. We've got the stick.
You tour around a lot. What's the best city or perhaps the worst city that you've had to play?
I'll tell you the most boring city that I've ever been to is Singapore, because the only attraction they have is the night zoo. Right? And this is absolutely true. And it costs you like $30 to go to the night zoo, and you get in the bus. But the problem is it's night and all the animals are sleeping. And they go, well, so where are the animals? No, they are sleeping. They are sleeping, la.
They don't even have nocturnal animals.
Not nocturnal animals.
They haven't thought it through, have they?
They really haven't thought it through at all. No.
You're not even allowed to chew chewing gum over there, are you?
No, but I snuck some in.
That was
in your boogie board bag.
My boogie board bag.
At this game, it was about the third night of a week-long run in Iceland, and I wanted to talk to the audience. And because the front row was these guys with big beards, and wanted to find out who they were, and went, "Hello, what's your name?" And the guy went, "Hellador." "What do you do, Hellador?" And he went, "I am a cod fisherman." And your comedy brain starts, "Is there anything funny?" "No." "What's your name?" And that guy goes, "Sven." "What do you do, Sven?" And he went, I am also a cod fisherman. What do you do? I am also a cod fisherman. What do you do? I am also a cod fisherman. So it reached the point where I had to go, sorry, is everybody here a cod fisherman? And one guy in the second row just puts up his hand and he goes, haddock.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please thank David O'Doherty and Akbar Saleh.
Later in the Glasshouse, after appearing at the AWB inquiry, Alexander Downer has trouble telling his ass from his elbow.
I hate to say it, but there's nothing new about this.
British Foreign Minister Jack Straw reveals the one compelling reason for thinking George W. Bush will attack Iran.
The idea of a nuclear strike on Iran is completely nuts.
And Victorian MP Justin Madden admits the Commonwealth Games and the Comedy Festival are better than Viagra.
The city is absolutely bursting with excitement.
Our special tag team guest tonight from The Breakfast Show on Vega 91.5 in Melbourne, a legend of the Comedy Festival, Denise Scott. Performing his new show Out of the Box at the Victoria Hotel, the Irish Colin Farrell, Jason Byrne. All right, Media Watch. In the US, the man synonymous with Marvel Comics, Stan Lee, is producing a new reality TV series called Who Wants to Be a Superhero? At a recent audition, 120 contestants in homemade outfits lined up in torrential rain. Good for Umbrella Man, but Sponge Girl got really fat and couldn't get up. Jason, what kind of superhero would you like to be, my friend?
Well, I don't know, yeah. I mean, I was, you know, that article's great stuff, you know, and a few of the other names there, which I heard about, were Ice Bitch, a Monkey Lady, which is what most women just are.
They're monkeys, yeah?
What? Well, no,
You've got to explain that one, Jason.
Well, what do you mean? Like they're monkeys? Well, maybe that's just a sexual position. I don't know. Well, Ice Bitch. I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just my wife. She hates me. Anyway, she's going, I'll show you some superhero tricks, you piece of shit. Look at this. Hooray. Here's Ice Bitch. I'm now not going to talk to you for a month. I hate you. But when I was a child...
Sorry, Jason, did you come on this show thinking it was the Jerry Springer show?
Yeah, it's all right. She's in Ireland. This will take about a month to get there. She's sitting there going, where is this? Come on, bring it on. Where is this? Where is this? Bring it on. I'm waiting here a month. Jesus. But anyway,
Are you going to bring this? Are you going to take the DVD of this show home? Wow.
Yeah.
You are not.
No. I love the way you said that in the next bit. Was that like a coax? That was good. You are not and no. But yeah. But anyway, no, when I was a kid, right, I used to play this, I used to call myself Superhero Kid, which is what I used to do. I don't know, did you ever do this in the schoolyard? Like,
I don't know what.
Well, I haven't said it yet.
Well, how do I know? I can't answer it until you say it.
You're worse than my missus.
Yeah, but I don't...
That's unbelievable. I mean, I love it though, Dave. We get on well though, don't we, you know?
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah.
But not like your missus does.
What way? Like a monkey?
Sexual. Like with the ice and that.
Oh, really? What? Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so every time I come on this, me and Yuzi just get confused to where we're both from.
You're like the two old guys from the Muppets.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Well, who does that make you, Corinne?
Yeah.
Little Miss Piggy.
I would have gone with Janice from Dr. Teeth's band, so up yours.
Well, she's wearing pink, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, did Miss Piggy wear pink all the time?
Oh, she was a pig. No, but she's attractive, and Denise, you're attractive too, and...
Well, what's that got to do with it? I'm a legend, which I assume is a euphemism for old. And I'm on with three people arguing about which of the Muppets they are. I studied superheroes. I knew yesterday that we're going to talk about superheroes. So I stupidly thought
I spit.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? That's the...
I have to apologise. Apparently this is Springer.
I know. It's just like, well done bringing on the angry panel. But no, when I was a kid, I brought some of this because I've got a kid, you see, he's 5 and a half.
Sure.
And I used to wear, I got you one of these shoes, so you can have that, right?
Thank you.
I used to do this when I was a kid. I used to come home from school and pretend I was a superhero. I don't know if many people remember this, but this is the best way. I was a superhero kid like this. Which is, you got your cloak there already.
Sure,
Look, see? You see you got it going on, right? Yeah. So you could... Look at that, the speed. Good, isn't it? But then I used to, and then I used to chase...
What do we do now?
I know, well, I used to...
You actually look like you're at a Middle East peace summit.
Yeah, you and me, we'd solve them.
Yeah.
World problems, wouldn't we? Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm a gay terrorist.
Going on. But I was a superhero kid. I used to chase girls around the schoolyard with poo on the end of sticks.
Your own poo?
Not my poo. How the hell do you do that?
What,
Hang on a minute, don't go anywhere. Now I'm going to get you, you mad bitch.
See, this is just, Jason, this is where we're connecting.
Yeah?
Because, you don't know it yet. but we will be. No, because, of course, when I was a kid, Catholic girl,
Yes.
the closest I got to being a superhero was saving the poor black people in Africa by being a missionary, which involved me climbing up on the roof of our outside toilet. I don't know why, but that seemed to be the best place to help save poor black people in Africa from. And I'd wear a towel around like a cape.
Yeah.
And the day that I knew I was really having effect was when I actually fell through the toilet roof. And you see, in these days they had the pans, and someone had left the seat up, and I went through.
Oh, no. And you landed in the
That was
poo.
a tricky one to explain to the poor black people of Africa that I'd come to save.
Did Bob Geldof send you a letter saying thanks? Great. Good man. Can I do a quick impression, actually?
Yeah, go for it,
Well,
man.
you can come with me.
No, you go on your own, because I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I love the way you said fuck with the brakes on. That was brilliant. Because I don't know what you did.
The old women won't hear it.
I did so.
You're not old, you're a legend.
This is an impression of all of us coming home from school late in the evening, which is kind of in your time. It doesn't matter because it's always bright in this fucking city. But this is a quick impression of all of us coming home at about 5 o'clock after school as a child. Here we go. It's just as simple as this. Hate school. Where's Scooby-Doo? Yeah, well, you know, that was good for the effort.
Some of the rogues making news this week. You take Geldof, honey. I like this one.
I think Bono is saying to George Bush, no, for the 100th time, you just spell it you too.
No, but it looks like Bush has said something really awful to Bono, and he was just talking to Mrs. Bush there. Laura looks like she's going to burst out laughing at the fact that she knows that her husband is still the president of America. Jeez.
Channel 9 game show Temptation introduces a new buzzer that's even more annoying than the old ones.
I think that the woman's going, and next week your expanding head will be this big.
Woman measures man while playing the whistle. Whoa.
Kids, just say no to drugs.
Seriously, the colourful headband makes him look younger, doesn't it?
He's just like, my God, I'm still alive.
That man had a daughter who's a model, believe it or not.
It's It looks like it because he's ogling someone and there's someone going, oh, come on, one kiss, I'm taking out my teeth.
See, when I saw that, I didn't even think of Keith Richards. I saw that and I thought, my God, it's Joan Collins if she hadn't had plastic surgery.
Yes, it's time to award the Company Glasshouse Trophy, which this week is called... And the winner of the off-your-face master race, Stein of Sosselment, is a man from the Austrian town of Amstetten who wandered into a pub late one night while burglars were robbing the safe. Unfortunately, our hero was so pissed he didn't notice what the crims were doing and they just kept serving him free beer until he passed out. So, the trophy goes to the drunken, disorderly Herman Bent. He's now in the Witness Protection Program, but they didn't give him a new identity, just a bike helmet and a little tag that says, "My name is Herman. Please call this number and my mum will come and get me." Well, that's the way it is for Wednesday, April the 19th. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Akmal. Thank you, David. And let's take a look at tomorrow's headlines. In the Tizer, Downer denies acting dumb at inquiry. Actually, is that dumb? The Daily Tally reports Sydney subsidising Melbourne petrol by 5 cents a litre. Sydney siders drive to Melbourne, fill up, drive back. According to the West Australian, refugee cases to be decided offshore. If they float, they're guilty. And from the Sydney Morning Herald, John Howard testifies. Like a sex machine.